Hello. I love looking at myself. I think I'm very handsome. I should be in one of those magazine covers. Too handsome. I hope you think of yourself the same way, man. Always have confidence in who you are every single day. Don't make other people tell you you're pretty. Don't let other people tell you you're beautiful. Always know every single day that you're beautiful all the time. Always have confidence in who you are, no matter what. Before we get into the video, guys, please like, subscribe, share, and comment on the videos. I would appreciate you guys' support as well with some super thanks. This video is going to be sponsored by this brand, Ambrose. If you do shop on Amazon, ladies and gentlemen, please shop in the Ambrose store. They got hats, unisex t-shirts, hoodies. Yeah, support the brand, guys. Let's get into the video.
Everybody up.
My wife just went to the bathroom.
Okay, we'll take care of her. I got her. I got the car one, the first one. Take her off. Turn around.
Yeah, hands on the back.
Good. You're coming this way? You're being detained right now?
You're not recording it out. Police department, you don't employ you on the job.
I've got both of them.
What's going on, man?
Okay. Right now we're just standing you both and we'll be explaining you. Alright, if you're not an employee, you need to leave. Okay, is there anything on you that's gonna poke me, stick me, hurt me at all? Alright, can I have you on your stands? Go straight to the south.
I need a phone number to call the store manager or something like that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me just explain to you exactly what's on your screen. As you can tell, the police officers, sheriff department went into that store. And the reason they went into that store, there were several people that went into that store and purchased drugs, illegal drugs, from that store, from the employees, and had overdose. Thank God it was no fatality, but several people was overdosed from whatever drugs they was purchasing from inside of that establishment. So law enforcement in that community have been doing an investigation, and that specific day they decided to raid that property. And exactly who is the people that's selling the illegal drugs, officers already know who they are. That's the reason why you see they put the two people in handcuffs and everybody else are told to leave. Let's keep watching, guys.
Sit right there.
Another female was waiting out over here. She's supposed to be
You can sit down.
for the next shift.
You can sit down.
Just a heads up. She's standing right here today. She's supposed to be for the shift. How do I get this up to the store owner or manager or something like that?
It's under Pam work.
You mind if I open it up?
No,
You don't mind?
no.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can call it. Well,
How do I do that?
I'd like to do it.
That's fine. You able to do it with your hands behind your back?
No.
Well, that's going to be a problem.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'd be better if I was sitting at home actually enjoying my buzz. I had to have my daughter drive me because I just smoked a blunt. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Out of my
You're
car.
fine. No, that's fine. We're waiting for a sergeant to come back. Somebody had to run him to the office so he could get all his gear off and he'll be able to explain more of what happened.
Like, okay, just a brief synopsis, please, because I'm like
I
flipping
don't
out.
want to give you too much info right now. I know you work here. Don't go in.
I wouldn't go in, not unless you want to go handcuffs.
Not yet.
So this is what happened. Patrol guys were here, regular patrol guys.
That woman that just showed up on the scene, she's actually the store manager. And you can hear what she just told the officer. She said that I'm actually high because I just finished consuming marijuana. And I had my daughter drive me over here. Like, I don't understand these people. Like, everybody in this community does drugs. I don't get it. Even the store manager. But at the end of the day, she's a grown woman. She was at her house. She could do whatever she pleased. So she came now to the scene, which the police called her. So now let's find out what happened.
While we were here, a bunch of people with masks came in and shut your store down. That's what we know. Yes.
My marketing manager is on the way too, because when y'all said it wasn't just that you had my CSRs and cuffs, you shut my store down, and I'm like,
Two serve Oakland County, Florida, and all lawful deputies to include all law enforcement officers assigned to the Oakland County Sheriff's Office narcotics.
I just needed a minute. When you said that about the ODs and just putting everything together, that's just got my mind just really blown.
Yeah.
So, we had suspicion of Joanne and something, but I didn't know what. And she was like having issues with like standing there nodding. When I first started, before I took over as manager, she would be nodding like she was on something. And she had gave the manager at the time an excuse that she was, on pain medication because she was going to the dentist. And that behavior stopped. She quit. So it's like, okay, no need to worry. But then there was also that guy, some guy in a blue van that was coming around, which I haven't seen him in a long time, but I haven't been on second shift either.
I just seen all of you on the camera running. My name is Detective Swanson. I'm with the police department.
Well, you heard the store manager just explain to law enforcement about the employee by the name of Joanne. As you can tell, the sheriff department already read Joanne her rights, her Miranda rights, that she has all right to remain silent, so forth, because they already, during the investigation, they already know exactly who was the one that was distributing the illegal substances that was coming from that store. People already ratted on that Joanne girl, telling law enforcement she's the one that's distributing the illegal substance from that store, from the investigation that was going on for months. Before they ran into that store, they was already investigating Joanne. So this is the time they actually went in to arrest that woman, because they have all the evidence against her. Now they're going to search her bag. They're going to search everything around the store, and they're going to basically, because they was informed that she have all the things that they need inside of her bag. So let's see how this play out.
Kristen?
Christy.
Well, it's Christy right here.
Nice to meet you.
Yep.
Well, under the circumstances.
Yeah,
When did you start?
I don't remember right now. I think it's like my night job. And I did have like a couple days off in between just when I worked there.
Okay. Have you worked with her before? Did you notice anything odd at all? Did she have people coming in just to see her?
No, we have a lot of homeless people that come in and they'll like ask for like free drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes she'll give it to them. But other than that, nope. Yeah.
Okay. You didn't notice she may have been selling stuff that shouldn't have been?
Nope.
You ever seen her on drugs?
Nope. And I've known her for a very long time. This doesn't affect me because I'm the manager of the store, does it? I'm like, what the hell? I don't know, but this is my damn store and there's people selling drugs out of it, so what the hell? Allegedly.
I'm glad you understand. Because typically it's questioned why we're still standing here, but, allegedly my self felt correct.
There's more rather than babies. Hold on. And it's here. Can you put this somewhere? Keep track of it. It's gonna be hers. Alright. Okay. Money. Tyler, can you go through the money and make sure that it is all, because there's baggies wrapped up in the money. Yep.
How much money is supposed to be here? Correct.
Is there any residue on that? So just roll it.
This wall? You understand those rights as I'm talking to you? Okay. You want to talk with me real quick? Hello, Malcolm?
That's the Joanne woman that's on your screen. As you can tell, she looked like she also do a lot of drugs herself. Just by looking at her appearance, looking at her face, all the things on her arms, you could just tell by her arms and her face that she looks like someone who abused drugs as well. So 95% of people who abuse drugs have no type of sympathy, giving it to other people, for the simple fact that they are users as well. So they don't see like it's a problem in the community. They don't feel like they're destroying the community, because they're also a part of the destruction. It's the people that's giving it to them that's actually destroying the entire communities. As you can tell, she refused to answer the question, which was a very good idea, because they already have all the evidence against this woman, Joanne. There is nothing she could say that could get her out of the situation. She refused to talk, which was very good on her part. They got all the evidence in her bag, the money, the drugs, and I hope and wish the best for Joanne. You know, she made a mistake, and hopefully she could get clean and change her life, man.
Is there any concerns I can use for you? Something I can explain to you what's going on?
We're gonna have Dane come through real quick, just double check everything.
Okay.
Alright. Do you know what I'm being charged with at the moment?
I don't want to say right now because when I completely finish, I don't want to tell you something else.
Okay.
So, if you change your mind, once I explain everything to you, what the charges will be and all that, I might ask you again if you'd like to talk with me, and if you change your mind, you can always change your mind. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Alright, thank you, ma'am.
So I told y'all, I'll keep y'all on the loop.
Yes, sir.
So we executed a narcotic search warrant, and
For the Circle K itself,
kind of
kind of like that. Okay.
your mother-in-law was the target.
My mother. Okay. That's my mother. Yeah.
Mother?
Yeah.
Mother-in-law? I got you. Yeah, your mother was the target.
Okay. And was she giving you, what's the charges for her, do you know? Or are y'all still processing that?
From the looks of it, looks like it's gonna
Am I able to tell her I love her or anything? I won't touch her or anything like that?
no, I think they're letting her up and getting her out of here. We've had her detained long enough.
I love you!
There you go.
I just wanted to let her know, that's all.
But yeah, so she's, from the looks of it, from what I saw in there, she's gonna be charged with possession with intent to distribute controlled substance by 2 counts, and also
What does 2 counts mean?
2 different
2 different charges. Okay.
and within 1,000 feet of a church, and probably trafficking and fentanyl.
And for you people out there that doesn't know the difference, the reason why the officer said next to a church, because that makes it way worse. Whenever you're distributing any type of illegal substances next to a school or next to a church, it makes it 100 times worse when they bring that case in front of a judge, because you're doing something illegal. You're destroying your community, and you're doing it right next to a holy establishment. So they look at the case 100 times worse than if he was far away from a school or far away from a church. You see, her daughter, I feel very sorry for her daughter, because obviously her daughter, she loves her mother. She knows that her mother is going through some type of drug crisis regardless.
Just see a little space. It's a lot to take in.
Alright. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna take this off of you. Alright? You're gonna get out of the back of my car. You're gonna stand in that doorway while I check the back. Okay? Stand with your behind against that door, please.
I raised your rights on Miranda at the store, and at that time you said you didn't want to talk to me while you were at the store. I'll tell you that we do have ways to work around things. I mean, to get your side of the story can help. So, I mean, you want to talk about what happened?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you sure you don't have any other questions for me?
No. I mean, I know y'all don't have to, but is there any way I could smoke a cigarette, please?
Not right now.
Okay.
All right. This interview.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the video with Miss Joanne in the interrogation room where she held her ground and remained silent. And that's very good for Miss Joanne that she decided to remain silent, which was very good idea. Because in a situation like that, there is nothing she can say that's going to better her chance of getting out of the situation. The only thing that she can do, and is just going to make her situation worse, is just going to dig her into a deeper hole, is by becoming a rat, is by becoming an informant. That's exactly what the officer is trying to get out of Joanne. Who you're getting the stuff from. I'm very proud of Joanne because she stand her ground and she took full responsibility of her actions. I respect people like Joanne for the simple fact that she could have sat in that interrogation room and blame a million people. This is the person that's giving it to me. This is the person. That is the person. She decided not to do that and took full responsibility for everything that was going on. And I respect you, Joanne. I respect people like you. And I hope and pray that you change your life and you get the help that you need. Because there's a lot of people that would be in Joanne's situation that go the opposite direction, that decide. And the police and the law enforcement, they have a big part to play in this as well. In those interrogation rooms, they are telling you to tell them who is the people that's giving you stuff. Tell me. But they don't understand. By them turning these people into informants and turning them into rats, they're not doing nothing better. They're not going to do nothing to better their lives. They're digging themselves in a deeper hole by simply not taking the responsibility of your actions. You're digging yourself into a deeper hole. Law enforcement doesn't care. Those police officers in those interrogation rooms, they don't care. They just want to keep arresting people, arresting. They don't care that you actually are digging yourself in a deeper hole. When you do something wrong in this world, as a human being, we're all human beings, we're not perfect. But whenever you do something wrong, stand up and take responsibility for your actions. Don't go down the path of blaming anybody else. Stand up and do exactly what Joanne did. She took full responsibility for her actions. A lot of people don't do it. They become rats, they become informants, and they start blaming other people. Why would you blame me? You was making money. So why are you blaming someone else? When everything was going perfectly fine, you was happy doing what you was doing. Nobody forced you into doing nothing. Miss Joanne was charged with possession of fentanyl, methamphetamine. She was arrested for 2 of the most potent and dangerous substances out there right now. Those drugs Miss Joanne was involved in is ruining communities, ruining neighborhoods, is ruining relationships with husband, wives, is ruining a lot all over the world. A lot of people are dying because of those 2 substances Miss Joanne was arrested for. In that community, obviously, that's something that's going on and they need to put a stop to it. And hopefully they figure it out. Hopefully law enforcement figure out how it's coming into the community and they put a stop to it from there. But the whole fact that law enforcement all over the country be trying to take people like Joanne to build bigger cases, it's not worth it. Figure it out on your own. Don't use people like Joanne, because people like Joanne already have substance problem. They're already going through addiction problems. Let them face the consequences and let them change their lives. Law enforcement personnel, few law enforcement personnel care. But the majority of these people, they just want to keep building cases and arresting people. But what you don't understand, you let these people become informants, become rats, they're never going to change their lives. They're never going to get away and get out of that addiction. When you do bad to other people to better yourself, you're never ever going to become better. You're never. Law enforcement personnel be trying to make these people informants and make them rats and tell them it's okay to continue doing what they're doing because they don't care. If you're out there and you get arrested for anything that you're doing wrong, face the consequences for your action and change your life. Don't blame other people for the mistakes you make in your life. Don't blame people. It's your mistake, it's your downfall, it's your setback. But guarantee you, if you stand up and you take it on the chin, if you stand up and you take the full consequences for your actions, I promise you, good things will come after that. You could change your life after that. Just always take the responsibility of your actions, man. Don't blame people. We're not perfect people. We're not perfect. We're never going to be perfect as human beings. Let's all live in peace. Let's all be respectful. And please, ladies and gentlemen, stay away from drugs. Please, let's keep drugs out of our neighborhoods, our communities, away from the little kids, away from the elderly people. Let's keep it out of our communities. It's dangerous. It destroys communities, it destroys families, it destroys neighborhoods, it destroys countries. It's not worth it. Stay away from drugs, ladies and gentlemen. Until the next video, man, stay positive, stay respectful, stay loyal, always be kind. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Always do what's right in the eyes of God and his family. Peace.